Car, we haven't talked about one of our channel's Hall of Famers. Think this is we probably have like a Sleepers Hall of Fame inductees, players that we've loved covering through the years and spent a lot of time on. Mr. Zach Edey, I think, would be one of the first ballot Sleepers Hall of Famers. He returned from injury in the NBA recently, and it's good to see him back in action. But after returning, he's only played 3 games this season. He got the attention of NBA Twitter, which I've discussed in the past is a very interesting place. Very interesting place. He last night had 16 points, 7 for 7 from the floor, even hit a three. But there was a Zach Edey dialogue happening before the game from last night after he finished with 8 and 11 against the Spurs. There was I believe, a Memphis Grizzlies guy, Joe Mullinax on Twitter, who basically pulled a clip of Zach Edey doing a drop step in which Marcus Smart was teaching him, like showing him a drop step move or something in a pregame. And Joe quote tweeted this clip and said this quote, "Quick sidebar to a fair point. I learned how to do a drop step in middle school. Obviously, the difficulty and level of talent is vastly different. But it's wild that at the NBA, it appears a 7'4", 290-pound big that's been playing for years is learning how to do it as a pro. Nuts." Seeming to imply that Zach Edey did not know how to do a drop step until Marcus Smart taught him in pregame warmups with the Memphis Grizzlies. Do you have any thoughts on this?
Is it a parody account?
No. And I don't want to diss Joe too much. But I don't know Joe.
What's the Twitter name?
Joe Mullinax.
Joe. I'll diss Joe. That's crazy,
Oh,
Joe. I'm sorry, man. Come on now. You need some. I want everyone held accountable for things they tweet, including myself. So, just like I don't think that any NBA playing big doesn't know how to do a drop step. I think I can feel confident in saying that. I can also feel very confident in saying that Zach Edey himself knows how to do a drop step. Saw him do it a lot, did it a lot, scored a lot too. Um,
like that's the thing for me. I think there is more visual evidence of Zach Edey drop steps than any post player coming out of college in 3 decades. Like,
right. And to me, the thing is, so I saw this, right? And I was thinking like maybe, it's Marcus Smart trying to, not teach him how to drop step, but not even teach him how to do anything. It's basically like if a guard's feeling you a certain way, like I'm a guy who if I got switched on you, I would do this as I'm guarding you, and you gotta like react to that. Like just being a vet, you know what I'm saying? Zachy doesn't need anyone to teach him how to drop step.
yeah, I mean, Zach Edey's like a beloved teammate. That's part of this, right? So, like, if a vet is trying to show Zach Edey anything, guess what? He's going to listen and be engaged because he's a well documented, amazing teammate. It's part of why Memphis prioritized him in the draft when some people called it the most shockingest NBA draft selection of all time. But I'm just so I there's this thing, and I'm not trying to come after Joe too hard. By the way, Joe's the host of the Locked On Grizzlies pod, one of the co-hosts, and we have friends that do Locked On shows. Like I would assume, honestly, shout out to our boy Daniel Greer. My guess is he's probably crossed circles with Joe. So not trying to diss Joe. I don't know Joe, but like it just takes 5 seconds to see that Zach Edey's done a drop step 5,000 times successfully to the point of being a two-time National Player of the Year. Like footwork is one of the greatest parts of Zach Edey, the big man. He's an elite low post scorer that like could turn both ways and he was amazing. He was unstoppable. Like the idea that like Zach Edey's just this big 7'4" lumbering oaf that did not work on skill development at Purdue is insanely insulting to the way Purdue has developed bigs before and after Zach Edey. Um, I, and this is not a problem with this specific instance. I don't think this is how NBA internet works. I've not really encountered a segment of basketball culture that I get more angry with than quote unquote NBA people that do not pay attention to college at all and just I don't know, carry this inherent intelligent arrogance to it. Like like they just think they know everything, and if you have takes based on things that happen in college, you don't. Like you've got to be aware of what Zach Edey looked like in college, and if you're not, you haven't done the work to speak on what Zach Edey is. It's totally missing his whole story. So it's driving me
You
crazy. But it's
you
that's not a
don't
Joe
need
problem. That's all of the NBA internet.
you don't need to know the story.
You don't.
NBA big men know how to do drop steps.
Like anyone who steps foot in the NBA is aware of doing that.
Yes,
That's
it's a
fair.
drop step.
It's fair.
It's a drop. You don't need to know anything about the background. Actually, let's do a fun exercise. I can name 197 NBA players that can do drop steps.
It's fair.
Would you like to go
Go
higher?
ahead and name them, Cart. Go ahead.
Okay. Actually, no, because 197 is not enough. I can name 472 pro basketball players that can do drop steps or know what a drop step is.
Okay.
Like, come on, man. It's just like, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this is coming off as like me coming at Joe. I really don't want that to be the case here. But like, NBA players know how to do drop steps and know what drop steps are. NBA bigs certainly know how to do and what a drop step is. Also, the back-to-back National Player of the Year in college basketball. You know what? It's crazy. A couple of those points came on drop steps.
If you wanted to do this with Zach Edey, I do think you could do it with something else.
I'm, I can't speak anymore. You go.
Well, I don't want to do it. I don't want to like look for ways to discredit Zach Edey's entire playing career before he got to Memphis. But if I were looking to do that,
Oh no, I think it's fair. I'm still just even the more nuances of this tweet.
what other nuances?
Like, like before the point was made, he was just like, yeah, just so you know, I picked up the drop step in middle school.
See that's the NBA Twitter sphere thing that I don't get. It's always like I know better than you. I have experience doing this. It's crazy to
I
me.
picked up a
Um,
couple things or two on the
yeah.
way.
Sorry, Joe. Your middle school's not Purdue, man. It's not. It's not the NBA. It's
You
middle
go,
school.
you go, you
You
go, you
know, I
go.
kind of like where you're going. Keep going. You feel like you got more, and now I'm enjoying it.
Just like I don't know, man. I just like the listing of credentials. He's like, I mean, me, I picked up the drop step in middle school. Him, he didn't pick it up till Marcus Smart taught him
The
before
two,
the game.
the
He picked it
two-time,
up right away.
two-time National Player of the Year, the all-time leading scorer at Purdue.
NBA post players know what drop steps are. This is like, what is this would be like, let's see, I'll do a Grizzlies player. This would be like John Morant getting drafted and like he's doing pick and roll coverage or pick and rolls at the start of the game. And I'm like, quick sidebar to a fair point here. In when I played in elementary school, I learned how to set a screen and I learned how to come off of a pick and roll. It's crazy. I know it's a different level of talent, difficulty, and things like that, but seeing a point guard in the NBA know what a pick and roll is kind of nuts.
I love that he had to call his own point fair before he even got into the point. He's like,
Honestly, that's the
it's a
best
fair
part.
point.
Hey, I'm adding this to my bag, the quick sidebar to a fair point.
Okay. I feel like I want. Oh, if you were gonna do this to Edie, don't. Isn't the easy way to do this the shooting? Like the easy way to discredit anything or talk development. What has he added once he got to the NBA? It would be like it's kind of crazy to see a 7'3" dude shooting threes. Crazy he wasn't
But
doing that before this.
but the way he put it, it would be like, well, quick sidebar to a fair point. I learned how to shoot a jumper when I first picked up a basketball. And it's crazy, obviously different level of talent and things like that with NBA pros.
All
But
right.
it's crazy that this guy who's played basketball his whole life has never shot a jump shot.
You know, this is really a good thing that you're not an NBA player. Because if this had been done to you, you're quote tweeting this dude and like flipping it about having a
No,
podcast.
I'd be like, quick sidebar to a fair point. I learned how to hit keys on a keyboard to tweet. Now, obviously, the difficulty and the level of talent between us is vastly different as far as our Twitter things, but it is kind of wild to me that a podcast host is just learning how to tweet.
That is, it is a little bit wild. When do you
Sorry,
think
Joe. I
when
love you. Sorry.
when do you think Zach Edey learned how to do a drop step?
Truthfully?
When
Really
when
truthfully?
when was Zach Edey's first drop step?
Let me see here. Zach, Edie, date of birth. So he was born May 14th, 2002. I say he picked it up around probably 2012.
10-year-old Zach Edey learned a drop step.
Yeah,
Was he in Joe's middle school league?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I well, okay, but here actually maybe Joe's right. So quick sidebar to a fair point here.
I'm so mad that you have this. I'm
You know,
so mad you're gonna
flip,
do this now.
flip side correlation. Maybe there's something about him being Canadian that they don't call it a drop step.
Do you love this if Joe uses flip side correlation instead of
Yeah.
quick sidebar to a fair
Yeah. Do you
point?
know that Zach Edey's full name is Zachary, but it's spelled Zachry?
I don't think that's true. I think that's a typo.
That's what Wikipedia says.
I think that's probably a typo. Listen,
Oh,
it's okay. We all make mistakes with Zach Edey sometimes, man. You remember when I copy pasted messages inviting Zach Edey on our NBA draft show? And he was just
yeah.
like, "Did you copy paste this to me?" And I was like, "Yeah, sorry. Sorry." But then Zach responded and was like, "It's okay. Like, I still listen to you guys. Hope all's well." Just the nicest guy.
Yeah, he is it's a
Zach,
travesty.
if you're listening to this, can you please go respond to Joe?
All I would do is drop a 4 minute mixtape with something going on. It just no finishes. Him in an empty gym and FedEx Forum. Is that where I think that's where they play games at? Just doing drop steps on air. No
Only,
finishes.
only
O-
drop steps.
Only drop steps. No finishes, no shots, no basketball either. Just drop step, drop step.